Hey, this is Steve Keys here with Keller Williams Capital District out of upstate New York. And today we are going to do a short video, should be a short video, on how to activate a page for your agent website. Once you've already created the page, you actually have to activate it. It does not activate automatically. You have to manually go in and turn the page on. So we're going to go through how to activate any page. The process is all the same, doesn't matter what you create. Activating a page is also the same. And we are also going to talk a little bit on how to edit a page. So today is March 1st, 2020. There is currently a glitch in the system that is making it a little bit difficult to edit pages. The way that is supposed to work is not working. So there is a backdoor way to edit pages that someone has recently turned me on to. So I'm going to do a little video on how to secretly edit your pages. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started. So I'm here at the dashboard and we are going to go to Consumer on the bottom left to get to our website. So this activating a page, you have to already have the page created. So here's a list of my agent site pages, and you can see here the eyeballs. I've got all these green eyeballs. That means that the page is on. This one at the top here is gray though. It says no view available. This is not an active subpage. So this is a page that I've created but I haven't turned on yet. So to turn on the page, we're going to go to Site and App Settings. And then over here on the right hand side, we're going to go to Site Pages. So Site Pages is giving us a list of all of the pages that we have here. Now to add a new page, I'm going to hit Add Page. And it's going to open up a new page here. So here is where we enter in all of the information that we want for this page. So page title. This is the title that is going to show up in the menu on your website. So this is what you actually want the consumer to see in the menu for what the title of your page is. URL slug, not really important. You can name it whatever you want. I would just name it something that makes sense. And the SEO description. Now this is the paragraph that is going to show up in your Google search. So I actually have a Google search here. Which I meant to mention in my last video and I forgot. So here we have the title, this blue link that's showing up, and then underneath we have this short little paragraph. That is the SEO description that is going to go here in this block. So whatever you type in here will show up in that paragraph. So you want it to have some keywords that you want this particular page to show up in a Google search. So you want to have the keywords in there, but you don't want it to be just keywords. Like you don't want to just do a list of words. You want it to actually make sense. You want it to be a sentence, 2 sentences, whatever it is. Make it be not stupid. I am not concerned about this page showing up in a Google search, honestly, so I'm just going to leave it blank. Maybe if I get inspired later, I'll come back and add something in there. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it blank. But now to actually add the page, we're going to click this Select Page button. That is going to bring up a list of all of the pages that I have. This is why it's important to label, to properly name your page when you're creating it. The default name is New Agent Site and then a random 5-digit code. If my list here, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I've got 5 pages here that I created, that I added to the site. If I had not changed the names of any of these would all say New Agent Site and then gibberish. And I'm not going to know the difference between any of the pages. Since the dates are all different, I might be able to tell the difference, but if you added 4 pages on one day, you're not going to know. So this is why it's important to name the page while you're creating it. Name it something that makes sense. So I'm going to select it, hit continue. It's not going to do anything, so you're not really going to know that it added your page, but it did. And then I'm going to hit save changes. So now I can go back to agent site pages, and I can see that now I've got a green eyeball. So I can click this eyeball and it will give me a preview of the website that of the page that I just created to my website. So here's my URL slug. Here's my drop down menu. That's the title that I created. And then here's the page. Go away. Whatever, I guess I gotta click it. And then here's the page that I created. This is a HomeKeeper widget, then the KW provided widget, and then everything else. So that is the website that I actually created for that. So that is how you activate a page. Now, editing a page. Now, how you're supposed to be able to edit a page, how you had been able to edit a page up until about 3 days before the consumer app launched, is you hit the hamburger menu here, and then it would say edit or delete. Now all it says is delete. So if you wanted to make a change to your website, you deleted it, and then you started all over again. Is basically how it is. However, one of the KW Tech ambassadors from another office, all I remember is his name was Tim, showed us all a new way of editing your site. So if you go to Designs here on the left-hand side, and you open up your design templates, you can get a little spoiler alert here. You're seeing all this new agent site stuff. Go to click agent site and it will just give you your agent site designs. Now, as you can see here, I've got new agent site, HomeKeeper blog. I've got tons of sites here. Look down here, I've got 50 pages down here. I don't think I've ever created 50 pages on this. I think this, at least for the moment, saves every website you have ever tried to design, whether you saved it or not. It saved it here. I mean, as you can see here, I've got 5 sites that I just created on March 1st. So this seems to save everything. So you can rename these, you can delete these, but if you want to edit these, you can double click on it, and then it will bring you to the website designer. So here it is. This is what we designed, and you can edit it. Now, I say you can edit it. Your editing ability is probably quite limited. Typically, when you create these things, they're like locked in, so you really can't touch it anymore. Like this text box here. I'm trying to select this text box. Let's say I wanted to delete this text box. I didn't like how it looked. Oh, here it goes. It finally popped up. I was having a hard time selecting that. It wasn't giving me the option. So it's a little funky. Honestly, I've gone back when the edit was working the way it was supposed to. I'd gone back in to edit some sites and I couldn't get it to edit right. So yeah. So maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. You still might have to start from scratch. But for now, that is the only way to edit your page. So it would be helpful if you just wanted to reconfigure some of the widgets or whatever. You can go back to configure widget, and I lied. Oh, here it is. That was trying to configure the text box, and that's why it was telling me that it wouldn't. But I went back to the KW app. So if I went back later and it's just like, oh no, I want to change the text and that widget down there, I can come back here and I can reconfigure it, and then save and comply. And if you wanted to do it, hit save your changes. The way I got in here, I don't even know what this page is, so I don't want to save my changes because I don't know what it'll do. And now that I think about it, these new agent sites, I created those, that HomeKeeper Pro page that I activated at the beginning of this video, and I don't even see that labeled here. So I'm assuming it's one of these, but who's to say? I don't know what I've deleted, what I haven't deleted. So this is a way to do it, but as I've said, and oh, I undid agent site, which is why the number went up. So yeah, take it for what it's worth. You might have to go through a lot of stuff. It might not be labeled correctly. So, but for now, if you want to edit your website, that right now is the only way to do it. So, yeah, that is it for that. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, you can comment below. You can also contact me at Steve Keyes, KEYES, @kw.com. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.